Hey everybody, welcome to the SkyLounge here to review some Arsenal action as we lose in the Europa League final 4-1 against Chelsea. And I just want to say flat out, as much as I don't like the club, congratulations to Chelsea on a superb victory. And, it hurts as an Arsenal fan. It does. To get it so close and to get it snatched away like that, it hurts. It does. But the reality is the better team that capitalized on their opportunity won. And with Arsenal, it's left up to the manager and the players to get their shit going. This is going to be a really tough season ahead. A constrained transfer budget, everything included, with missing out on the Champions League. It's going to be a detriment to the squad moving forward, but I do believe that Arsenal can do some great things if they put their mind to it and put their focus on it. Unfortunately, for Arsenal, today proved to be a very lackluster performance all around, despite the fact that the first half of Arsenal football was fantastic. I believe in the first half, when they kept the match at 0-0 against Chelsea, Arsenal looked great. I thought they looked fantastic on the set pieces, great work on counterattacking, but it opened up for Chelsea in the second half, and credit to S.C.Y, credit to those guys in the blue who got their shit done in essence. And the reality is, when Giroud scored that first goal, and a couple minutes later you had Pedro score another goal, I kind of knew Arsenal was done. Defensively, they looked shell-shocked, and it was going to be really tough for Arsenal to get anything in. And for Hazard to get that third goal in there, to make it 3-0, really just made the mountain that much harder to climb. And for Arsenal, on the day, there were some very mediocre players. I could name a couple. Koscielny, in my mind, was probably one of the worst players out there. As much as I love Ozil was a non-factor to what we were doing on the pitch. And in essence, I felt like Arsenal was just not as hungry as Chelsea. And the narrative will continue, right? The narrative will continue that Arsenal doesn't take, pressure seriously. They don't, succumb to the pressure. But what I saw out there with Iwobi scoring one goal against three fucking goals, minutes after he was subbed on to make it 3-1, I thought there was maybe a chance. Maybe if we can keep this mentality of constant offense and pressure on Chelsea, maybe we could do something with it. But unfortunately, Chelsea was able to capitalize on our inopportune goalkeeping, assistance from defense, and defense was absolutely terrible today. And to concede another goal by Hazard, and there was a penalty in there. There really was a penalty in there. I do forget to mention that, but regardless of how the goals come in, it happened, and Petr Cech looked absolutely abysmal at best. And I don't know. I'm taking this loss kind of as just a reminder that Arsenal isn't there yet. We're not there yet. I'm looking at the squad. I'm looking at this manager. I'm looking at the way we've been playing, and I just look at this and think we're not there yet. We're not ready yet. And it was proven today. And I know we want the Champions League. I know we want to go back, but the reality is we're not getting back. We're going to be back in the Europa League next season for the 2019-2020 season. And we got to bear through it. We got to somehow make it through. We got to somehow get our shit going, because we're not getting a free ride to the Champions League, boys and girls. And again, I just want to say congratulations to Chelsea, despite the fact that I do not like your club. I do despise your club, but the better team won today. Absolutely, the better team won today. And the reality is that Arsenal just didn't have the juice today. Aubameyang, Lacazette were a non-factor. Ozil was invisible, to say the least. Our defense kind of prolapsed in the second half, which was very disappointing, but it happens. So unfortunately, for Arsenal, this becomes a mitigated disaster in the sense that we can't buy the players we want. We can't, act like the way we want in terms of the transfer market, in terms of how we want to sign players, extension, all that, nonsense, etc. And we're left to just wallow for a couple months before the Premier League kicks off again. And it's unfortunate because I really wanted Arsenal to do well. And you can tell from kind of my somber voice that I am very upset. I am very upset. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very upset. I'm very sad. But the reality is, we didn't deserve that win. Even if we came back, we didn't deserve that win. We weren't there. We weren't focused. We weren't good enough. And I'm one of those guys that'll always say, listen, no matter what happens, like, you have to give it your all. And if you don't, you're going to be left wondering, like, what if? What if? And Arsenal is going to be asking a lot of what ifs tonight. They're going to be asking a lot of what ifs after that 4-1 defeat against Chelsea in Azerbaijan. They could be asking, what about Mkhitaryan, all that shit. Excuses. These are all excuses. The reality is we lost to a better team. We got to regroup. We got to come back. And Arsenal fans, listen. I'm right there with you. It hurts. This hurts like no other. At least alcohol and weed is suppressing this down to the very best of its abilities. But the reality is this is going to hurt for a long time. But what makes a fan, what makes a supporter, is going and trading through the tough times. And I am still going to be bleeding Arsenal. Still going to be bleeding red, rocking the fucking scarf, rocking the goddamn flag as I was as a cape. And so our masochistic lust for a football club continues. So come on, you Gunners. It sucks now. It hurts now. But we're going to come back. We're going to get back at it. We just got to keep on the grind. So boys and girls, follow me at the SC.Y Lounge on all links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents.